Hi, this is Dreama, and today we are doing a client reading. And as always, I know the client's name and they know their name, but I won't be saying it in this video. Now, today's reading is a 2-question reading, and it's really a love reading because the questions both pertain to love. And we're going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorite decks, and I am most connected to it. We're also going to be using a 6-card spread. And once I get these laid out, I will explain that. Okay. Now, how this is going to work, like I said, it is a 2-question reading. So the top 3 cards will be for the first question, and the bottom for the second question. Now, the first question the client has is, will there be a marriage between her and someone that she's been in a relationship with, okay? And that person right now, there's some problems in the relationship, and they want to know, will there be a marriage even though there are a lot of problems? Okay, we have the Ace of Coins and the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Coins. Okay, I'm going to start with the Ace of Coins. Now, this card tells me that there will be a marriage. There will be a sense of contentment for the client. This card has 1 large coin. So there will be a time when this person is focused primarily only on the client, and there will be a marriage. Okay. Now, the next card is the 8 of Swords. Now, this tells us a little bit more about the person that is involved with the client. And this card to me is almost about problems and conflicts that will happen during this marriage. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a person encased in a bubble, and the swords are piercing the bubble. So what that tells me is that this person will cause some problems within the client's life. They will attempt to isolate and put you as the client almost in a bubble, just like the image. And those swords that are piercing, I really believe, and I'm sorry to say, I'm getting that those will be mental anguish and pain, okay? And lastly, we have the 5 of Coins. Now, this is an interesting card as it pertains to a marriage, because I'm not sure how well you can see, but there is a person. They are holding a coin. There is some coins above them. Well, excuse me, the coins are above them, and they're holding what looks to be a bowl. Okay. Now, to me, what I'm getting from this card is that it looks like there's going to be a lot of trouble, money-wise, within this marriage. It's going to become a financial and emotional burden on the client, okay? As you can see, this person really looks almost in despair, and I don't see that it's going to be any other way. There will be a marriage, but to be honest with you, I don't see that it's going to be a good one, okay? All right, now let's move to the second question. The second question the client wanted to know is, does this person, truly love them, okay? And we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the 3 of Coins, and the Death card. Now, don't become alarmed, because the Death card isn't always about death. First, I'm going to talk about the 5 of Cups. Now, this is an interesting card as it pertains to love, okay? To me, this card is about some sort of loss, okay? But whatever something has happened to this person in the past, and they have encountered some sort of loss. And whatever that loss was, it was significant enough to affect them, and it causes them despair actually to this very day. And I'm really not getting that this is something that this person has shared with anybody, and I'm not sure if the client knows or not. It's something that they're holding deep inside. It is a deep emotional wound from a loss, okay? All right, now let's move on to the Three of Coins. One thing I want to say about this one before I move on, actually, is that, you know, I'm not seeing, this card does not tell me that this person does not love the client. I think they do in their own way, but there's this fear because of this loss. What's happened is they are now very afraid. And any time that the client becomes a little bit too close, then this person begins to feel very uncomfortable. It's a chance that at this time they're very, very careful because they're afraid. Okay? All right. Now the Three of Coins. Now this is interesting. And again, it's we're talking about, does this person, you know, actually love the client? Now, I'm not sure how well you can see the card, but what I'm getting from this is almost as if, you know, this person, not the client, but the person, is the kind of person that wants to focus on one task, like he in the card. However, there are these things in the background. There are actually two other coins in the background. So what that tells me is that although this person, I believe, does love the client, they tried to focus on this one, but this hurt from the past still comes up from within to haunt this person, okay? And last, we have the Death card. Now, like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean death, okay? And as we're referring to, the question we have is, you know, does this person really love the client? You know, to me, what I'm getting from this card basically is that there is so much going on with this person, okay? And I'm not sure if you can see, but down here, there are, it's like a snake that's coming up at them. I think what ends up happening is that this person does love the client. However, what they keep doing is going back and forth. And the reason they're doing that is because they've got this pain from the past. And the pain shows up again in this card as the snake coming up at the person, which makes them want to end the relationship. So the answer to the question is yes, this person does love the client, but they are afraid, okay? In all three of these cards, what I see is fear, okay? Fear of something that has happened in the past, okay, that may come back again. That is what they are afraid of. That is something that they are going to have to overcome before all this is going to work out. If this is not overcome, there will be a marriage, but it will not be a good marriage until this person has come to terms and faced their fear and they're not afraid anymore, okay? All right, that does conclude my reading for today, and I want to thank everyone for joining me, and I do hope to see you all again.